Hello everyone, you're listening to the PloungeCast, and this week's episode we have, as always, Theta.
Hello.
Adam.
Hey.
And this week we have user with unpronounceable name, also known as Ootachi-san?
Hello. That's right. Whatever, anything's right. I don't mind.
Okay. You're gonna have to say it at some point yourself, so we get a clearance on that.
Huh.
But for now, that's what I'm gonna call you. And of
Okay.
course, I am Dragon ___. I did add it myself, but again, I didn't say Adam Milk and I didn't say Theta Sig, so why keep it formal? Anyway, so back to today's guest this week, whatever you want to call it, Otcachi. Where did that name come from?
Well, about, I don't know, however many years ago, I decided I needed a new kind of online pseudonym, as you do, and I was wondering where to get one from. So I went on Bulbapedia, which is the Pokemon wiki, if you're unaware, and I was scrolling through the Pokedex looking for names that might look nice, and on each page they have the Japanese translations but using the Latin alphabet. So I got to the page for ferret, and the Japanese name for that is Ootachi, meaning like big ferret or something. So I got Ootachi from that, and when I went to sign up to YouTube and Reddit and things, someone else had exactly the same idea as me, so that name was already taken on quite a few websites. And I've forgotten which one suggested Ootachi Full, but whichever one suggested that, I went with that, so that's my name on Reddit and YouTube and things, but my name everywhere else is Ootachi, because that's what I stole from Nintendo. So there you go.
So this is not even going to be up for 24 hours because Nintendo is going to take it down? Is that what you're telling us?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a DMCA notice in the mail.
Great to know.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
This account was deleted by the NSA.
The NSA. I don't live in the NSA country. I'm out of their jurisdiction. GCHQ are gonna come for me.
I don't think they really care by now.
Europe, fuck yeah. Represent, yo.
Yeah.
Brazil,
America,
fuck yeah.
So if I say anything about Nintendo, then I'm gonna get sued.
Don't even mention their name. I think they'll copyright it.
Okay. Name removed by the NSA. I don't know. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay,
So,
the name is
yeah, that's your job, Theta. You're gonna have to do that.
Yeah. Don't
If
do it.
have the time and can. If
Of
it does
course I
not
have the
jeopardize the fact that you might be able to post it, maybe before Wednesday. God. Okay, so moving on. Attachful.
Yeah.
What do you do other than, be on the Plounge and stuff?
Well, I'm kind of in between things right now, so I'm doing kind of fuck all with my time. I'm going to university to study computer science on the 28th of September, but until then, I'm kind of stuck with nothing to do. So I've been playing a lot of Dota. I signed up to the Reddit League for that, so I'm playing a few competitive games. But honestly, that is about all I'm doing right now.
You're
So
gonna have
not
to
too
link me
interesting.
to that Dota thing, because it now piqued my interest.
Yeah, sure, I'll plug it at the end.
Yeah,
if you
plug
want.
it in the end, that sounds cool.
Mhm.
So a lot of Dota.
Mhm.
No love for the League?
No, I never actually got League to launch.
Ah, okay.
It just sort of hung up on the logo and never actually got around to launching. And that happened both on my old PC and the new PC I've got right now, the exact same problem. So I don't know what's going on.
Well,
I've
then
always
blame
wanted
Riot.
to try League, but I don't know.
If you already are playing Dota, then you're not missing much.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Same game, a bit different, just depends on what you feel like. If you want to be able to see what's going on, play Dota. If you want bright, funny colors and goofy things, then, go play League.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen a few League games, and I really cannot comprehend what's going on. Even after almost 2K hours in Dota, I still have no idea what's going on in League.
Yeah, I could say the same thing about Dota sometimes. I'm like, wait, what's that? But you're not. The games are similar, but at the same time very different.
Yeah, true.
So, except Dota, any other fun titles you've been playing?
Well, the last episode of The Walking Dead Season 2 came out last week or earlier this week. I'm not entirely sure. So I played through that the day it came out, and it was a very emotional experience, I'll have to say. Have any of you played the Walking Dead games?
I played the first 2 episodes and got stuck on the 3rd one. Haven't played anything since.
You got stuck.
This fucking no. It's that part where you're on the. Okay, bit of a spoiler, but I'm gonna try and keep it as clean as possible.
No, just put a spoiler warning or something. If
yeah,
like we can just talk about it. It doesn't matter.
But it's like the train where you go on the train, and then there's like a bridge has fallen down, is in the way of the train, and you need to get around it somehow. I just got stuck there, and there was a locked door, and I don't
go like there should be a house underneath the bridge. Like go under the bridge, and there should be a house.
Yeah, but the house door was locked.
Yeah, Clementine, there's a little thing on top of the door. Like, use that and then boost Clementine up through there and she'll unlock the door.
Oh, that would have been great to know, like, a year ago, or, like, 1.5, 2 years. It's been a while. I'll go do that now.
Well, you can go pick it up right back where you left it. Because it has autosave.
But
except when you actually
it's the save is on Peasant Box 360, so.
Oh.
Yeah. But I can paint through it. It seems good. Now I know that. That's good, and for anyone being stuck on that exact part, you're welcome, I guess.
Well, I was stuck on that part too, and I was like, just, okay, what's behind here? And, it's the scene, okay, so this is where I'm supposed to go.
Interesting. Okay, so now that we've sorted that out, except the Dead of Walking, anything else?
Nope.
I'll have a look at my Steam library, see what I've played. Actually, sort of nothing really, apart from Dota and The Walking Dead. I played a bit of Dark Souls, but that was kind of on and off, and that was a while ago anyway. So I really am doing nothing. I apologize if I'm not being more interesting for the PloungeCast, but I am a very boring person.
That's what they all say, but then they're interesting anyway.
Yeah.
So, Adam, anything fun you've been playing?
Nope. I've been playing Walking Dead Season 2, but spoilers everywhere.
I still haven't played that.
You should.
I mean, the only thing
Nor
I can
watched
say...
it, actually. I was totally looking forward to it, like, at the start of the year, but then I realized I wasn't that interested in it.
Yeah. I mean, when I finished Season 1, I was like, whoa, awesome, Season 2 is coming out. Then when I finally came out, I was like, nah, I'll just stick with TF2 or whatever I was playing that time. And then, like, a year later, I decided, okay, why not? Because I have nothing better to do.
I see.
Theta, you games something?
Tabletop Simulator? I guess that helps.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Dragon gifted me Tabletop Simulator. I was like, God damn it, you could give me Tabletop Simulator, but no. And it was like, you want Tabletop Simulator? And then he gifted me that.
I can link to that
GG.
conversation. I can even link to that conversation.
Yeah, it's right there.
Or we can reenact it.
Yeah.
But you basically already did it.
Yeah.
It's like, you're like, oh, I want it. I'm like, you want it? You're like, yes. I'm like, okay, here you go. Get some karma from it.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about it?
It is really fucking fun. Although most of the servers have passwords, understandably, and I don't really have that many friends who have the game, so I don't really play it as much as I probably should, but it is extremely fun when I do play.
For anyone who isn't very well read, what exactly is Tabletop Simulator?
It is practically every single tabletop game. Like chess, poker, solitaire for some odd reason, rock, paper, scissors, that is apparently a board game, Jumanji, Uno, all those sort of stuff. It's basically a physics engine, you get a cursor, you can spawn stuff, there's custom stuff, and you do stuff with that stuff.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, it is.
We need to play it at some point so we can talk about it, but that's when I'm not busy with life and time zones and others. So I'll greedily go on to myself and ask myself, what have I been playing? And then I go, what have I been playing? Then I'm like, well, of course I've been playing more Hearthstone, because I still can't get enough of that game for some odd reason. I keep coming back to it, even though I'm like, nope, fuck this, I'm not playing anymore, because this fucking stupid deck and this fucking stupid deck is OP. Screw this. And then the next day I'm like, well, I gotta do my dailies to get my gold, so I can get more cards, so I can get these OP decks, and I need help. It's an addiction. But, hey, what you gotta do? Other than that, I've been so much of a Blizzard fanboy, as always, so I actually got myself back into playing StarCraft 2. Which is really, demanding. You need to relearn the mechanics, and people in that game are good at that game. Like, man, really good. And then you need to relearn all the build order. It's like, think of you basically playing an entire Dota team. You are not controlling one character, you're controlling all 5, and maybe 25 more. That's how I'd describe it to someone who plays Dota. It's a lot. And I used to be good at it, and now I need to get good at it again, because it's fun when you're good at it and you win. So, I'm gonna try and do that for the next week. If not, Hearthstone has some new cards, or daily quests, or something to keep my... Anyway, also, StarCraft is very hard to multitask while playing, because Hearthstone you can basically, like, tab in and out of all the time, because when it's your opponent's turn, you can basically do nothing. You just sit there. So you can, go on the Plounge, go on Skype, whatevs. But when you're playing StarCraft, you need to focus on that shit. Some people probably can, but I can't be in Skype and talk to others while playing StarCraft. Because even just talking distracts me, and then I fuck something up, and then it just all falls apart. So that's been my week of playing games. And to move on a bit to something we talked about last week, those purges. Is Adam kill?
Yeah, I think he is. Adam?
He's not responding, so yes is the answer there. You dead?
I think he died. God damn it, Adam.
Oh, tragedy. Someone's died live on the PloungeCast.
He just dies every single episode.
God, not again. Oh, thank God. Okay, good. That was not even fun. I would have...
sorry, sound died. My computer's like dying right now.
Okay, just tell it to keep going for another 27 minutes, okay?
As long as you're not dying, it's fine.
So, the purges. You were in one of the cities where it kinda happened-ish.
Yes. I have an update. Nothing happened.
So, no crazy people doing crazy things?
Actually, no. Just the normal crazy people.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about Cleveland or places like that. All I know is that Jacksonville... Nope, nothing happened.
Okay, well, that's good to know that not everyone's crazy.
Yeah. I am, though.
So, except playing video games, has there been anything happening around the world or in your lives or anything? Come on, guys.
No, sorry.
If you don't mind me getting political, I have something I wouldn't mind talking about.
Seriously, like anything. Just go on.
Anything. Right.
Goes.
Well, as I'm sure you all know, and everyone listening to this knows, the referendum for Scottish independence is happening later this month. And I live about 10 miles south of the Anglo-Scottish border. I could walk to Scotland if I want. If I wanted to, I could work in Scotland and live in England and cross the border every single day. Which is why this is kind of a big issue for me. But I get no say in it. Because the only people who can vote are Scottish citizens. And I've been thinking about why I'm not allowed to vote, but then it's kind of the logistics, as in how far south is the cut-off line if you don't if you don't cut it off at the border. Because I went on Google Maps yesterday and I found out that I live 100 miles away from the Scottish Parliament and 200 miles away from my Parliament in Westminster. So, I don't know, if Scotland becomes independent, I will be quite stranded in the north of England, with no government to watch out for me. I'll be like a little island within an island. So that's something I'm not exactly looking forward to if it's a yes vote later this month.
So you're hoping that they stay part of
Yeah, I am.
England? Or no, not England, but
United Kingdom is the word.
yes.
You're looking for for your geographical knowledge database. Yeah, I am. But I honestly don't know which way it's gonna go. It kind of seemed to be swinging to a no vote in the referendum, as in to stay part of the United Kingdom. But then the Better In party, as they're known, did some online televised debates, and they were absolutely god awful at them. So I think a lot of support went up for the yes crowd in the referendum. So I honestly have no idea which way it's gonna go. So I'm gonna be definitely be keeping my eye on that over the next few weeks to see how it turns out and whether or not I'll have to move or something. Because I honestly don't want to live in the north of England if Scotland's kind of itself now. Because I feel kind of abandoned already by the government. But there we go. That's just me.
Yeah, then for your sake, here's hoping to that they'll stay part of the United Kingdom.
Yeah, thank you.
And on a political side note, this is the best segue I'll ever make. Sweden's gonna have its we're gonna elect it's prime minister, but it's not called prime minister. It's we have a different kind of democracy thing. Basically, we're just gonna pick a party, whoever gets to, decide the future of Sweden and stuff for the coming 4 years. Now, I wish we had a Swedish guest on at some point, so they could explain it better than I can. But basically, it's gonna be, I think it's in like 11 or 10 days. We're gonna have, it's election day. So, I guess hype for that? I don't really know.
Yeah.
Because the problem I have with politics, and again, I don't even have the right to vote yet, so my opinions don't carry any weight. But I feel like, whenever like a party has some opinions and stuff, it's like, yeah, I can agree with that. But then they say other things, it's like, but I disagree with this. And that's with everything. So it's like, I can't really relate to anyone in politics. And I think that's the problem with politics, is that the solution usually lies somewhere in between two extremes. But the problem is that in politics, you either pick one side or the other. There's no flexibility, so to speak. So that's just my weird opinion. I apologize if I infringe on someone.
Well, I share your opinion, actually. There's none of the parties in the UK, at least none of the ones that have a chance of getting elected, because we use first past the post. I don't know what electoral system you use in Sweden. But anyway, any of the parties that stand a chance of getting elected, I don't like. So the UK election is next May, and I honestly don't know who I'm going to vote for, if I vote for anyone at all.
It's usually better to vote on someone
than
the one you most agree with. But the problem is, like, because in Sweden, we have this tiny little issue that about 10% of the population right now is voting for the racist party who wants to kick out immigrants.
Oh, you have a racist party as well. We have a racist party.
Yeah, it seems like everyone in Europe kind of has this problem right now.
Is Sweden in the European Union?
Yes, we are actually part of it. Although we do not use the currency, because fuck that.
Me neither. Hooray!
Huzzah, we're kind of...
Here's to sovereign currencies.
Mm-hmm. The Swedish crown is the best currency ever.
Mm. Yeah.
It's actually kind of good. But it's I think it's dropping in value, or the US dollar is increasing in value. Don't remember which. But anyway, buying things from the US is not as cheap as it used to be like a month ago. But yeah, so it's better to vote on something than the chance that the racist party gets more impact on decisions and things, because they get more vote. They get more percentage if you don't vote for something else.
That's true.
So, yeah, that's a reason that you should go and vote, even if you don't agree with the other parties. It's better to vote on them than the racists, in my opinion, because I like all human beings, wherever they're from, as long as they don't want to kill me or hurt me. It's fine.
Very true.
So yeah, that's probably the most political this podcast will ever be. And speaking of this podcast, it's named the PloungeCast, but we don't talk much about the Plounge, except the guests being Ploungers, and the people hosting it also being Ploungers. But that's not the point. Theta, you were kind of involved in getting people's names changed. Could we hear more about that?
Not necessarily involved. Just like, someone made a post, got the name changed because of the post. That is the TLDR.
Well, now we want to know who it is and what happened. Come on, this is interesting stuff.
It was Dr. Boson who made the post. Well, I was like talking to him on Steam, and he replied to one of my comments. And I was like, that was a futile attempt to get my name changed. I've only been here for 2 months. You won't get my name changed. And he posted that. So the mods commented on that, and he insulted the mods again. And got his name changed. Twice.
Damn it, Boson.
Yeah.
You can't use your giant mass of weapons on the internet to cut the mods. It just doesn't work.
Yeah. You sort of got a computer screen blocking you.
Okay, so yeah, just a little PSA, I guess, that
don't insult the mods.
Yes, that and Dr. Boson is now Miss Phil.
Yes.
We whoever the lucky Mr. Phil is, we congratulate that person too.
He was Mr. Phil before Miss Phil, I just gotta say.
Wasn't he Dr. Phil at first?
So he had a sex change?
Yeah, he was Dr. Phil at first, then it was a Mr. Phil, and then it was Miss Phil.
So in one day, he lost his doctorate and had a sex change.
Yes.
That's a busy day.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, some people just have more adventurous life than others.
Could you get my name changed, Theta? Could you get rid of the full? It's tacky and shit and I hate it. Can you use your influence over the mods?
No, not necessarily, unless you insult the mods.
I know what we do. Let's do this. I wanted to do this 2 podcasts ago with Randy on it, and we were gonna do a movement, but that never happened because things happened, so that version never got released. Anywho, that's in the past. We should all put in a motion to the mods that we should change Ootachi-ful's name to Ootachi, and the mods should do that. And if everyone tells the mods to, and tell them to listen to this, because this is fucking awesome, then they might, listen. Maybe.
I know.
Probably not.
So,
knowing the mods.
You said this wasn't going to get more political, but we are now advocating some kind of grassroots movement against the mods to get my name changed. This is the start of a rebellion right here. It all starts here.
We're not gonna no. Listen, we're not going to rebel against the mods. No, all hail the mods, praise the mods, all that. Seriously,
yeah, praise
we're not going to fuck with
mods. Insert praise mod here.
Yes, we're just giving a nice, friendly suggestion by a lot of people. That's not rebellious at all.
Very true.
Mods.
You're the best, Frenchie. Love you.
Yeah, Frenchie is cool.
Frenchie is an amazing human being, and nothing will ever change that. Ever.
And football is a great sport that's really fun to watch for 90 minutes on end.
You're a Brit.
Then all the civilians should be doomed? Question mark.
I think
no, that's
normal.
I'm pretty sure that's like Marxist or something.
I think normal football can be kind of boring to watch, but the World Cup, that's actually kind of.
Please do not mention the Brazil game.
Yeah, you got your ass whooped.
Normally I don't like football because it's 90 minutes and about 3 interesting things happen throughout the entire game. But Brazil v Germany, if you don't mind me talking about that, was actually really fun to watch because it was just so action-packed. Things just kept on happening. Like I'd go to the kitchen and get something to drink and then Germany would have scored again. It was great. I wish all football games were like that. Maybe they should narrow the pitch by about 100 feet to make more goals happen. I'd watch it then.
Why do you say feet? Shouldn't you use meters? Because that's the correct way of measuring things.
Yeah, we don't really use the metric system for distances here. We use miles. I don't know how big a stone is, but I don't know how big.
People not use the correct way of measurement?
Why do people not use the correct way of temperatures either?
Yeah, I use Celsius, dude.
At least use Celsius, I gotta say.
it's kind of a sticky situation about the metric system here, because all the road signs are in miles, but I don't actually know the imperial system for weighing things. Like, I have no idea how much a stone or a pound or a ton imperial.
Who cares?
Ton are.
All you need to know is gram, milligram, kilos.
I know. That's all I know. That's what I do my recipes in. That's what I do all my weighing in, but I do all my distances in miles.
That is very confusing.
It is confusing, but it's kind of difficult to change every road sign in the country just to suit me.
Fine. I shall accept that.
Hmm.
It's fine. But I just think all shall hail based metric system, because it's just the best and most correct way of, measuring things.
That could be our next kind of movement we start, to make the Plounge metric.
Well, aren't we already metric? I mean, we're nothing really, because does anyone... I can't remember the last time I saw someone mention any kind of measurement, ever.
There was, I don't know, I see Fahrenheit every once in a while. Like, someone will say, it's 140 degrees out. It's
that
really
tells
hot.
Me nothing.
And then I wonder, why aren't you dead?
It's like, you should be boiling. Oh, wait.
I was like, holy fuck, it's hell already! Oh, wait. That would still be hell in Celsius, though. That's like 50 degrees.
Wow, 50 degrees.
I don't even know Fahrenheit to Celsius. I have to Google it every time someone posts something, if it's a temperature post, to find out what it actually is.
Yeah, it tells me nothing when people say Fahrenheit. I'm like, yeah, whatever that is for you. It's good for you. Adam, you've been very quiet. I get the feeling you're using the Imperial, or wait, is it called Imperial?
It's called the Imperial something system. It's like, I don't get it, but everyone around me uses it. I have no choice.
Oh,
I honestly prefer Celsius. I prefer meters and liters, whatever it's called. The metric system. I cannot speak again. But I mean, I prefer the metric system, but it's America.
Here. You're European at heart, really.
Yes, and that's what matters to us Europeans. It's like, as long as you kind of feel European-ish, we accept you. I think.
Welcome to Europe.
Yes, unless the wrong party starts deciding. Let's just hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's just like, just in case someone decides to execute me for being American. So
that wouldn't happen. It's more like third world country and people with the wrong skin tone and ethnicity. It's that kind of racism bullshit that 10% of the people I actually support, and it's very peculiar.
Do you know what third world actually means? The actual definition for third world country.
I'm not sure of the exact definition.
It's countries during the Cold War that either weren't sided with NATO or the Soviets, were known as third world countries. So Switzerland, because they're neutral, Switzerland's technically a third world country, and Ireland as well.
That's hilarious.
So when you go spreading vitriol about third world countries and about how they execute everyone, don't go to Zurich, because they'll hate you.
Good to know.
Today I learned. Today the listeners learned. It's great things we learn here, and that's why you're not such a boring guest after all.
Yeah, I know pointless things. That's what makes me interesting. I should do a pub quiz or something.
So doesn't that mean that pointless things are interesting?
Are they then pointless?
Or do they
Getting
have
philosophical now.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the one to think more about and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the viewers could offer their opinion on what they think is pointless. If some people find it interesting, is it truly pointless?
No, what they're gonna do is they're gonna ask if they can either be on the PloungeCast, which place they are in the PloungeCast, or that we should fix X thing.
Yeah.
That's all they're gonna say.
That's never happened before, has it?
That we should fix things?
Yeah.
Well, last
shout
time...
out to Synthesis with the 7
No, Synesthesia, yeah.
T. But that was
putting out a lot of stuff
criticism,
from the first episode.
Mm-hmm. It was constructive criticism, so I'm gonna let it slide for now. Yeah, except that it's basically, can I be on? And now we have 15 people that wants to be on.
I mean, I think the Plounge is too nice when it comes to feedback. I mean, if something's bad, they'll just, like, not comment.
They'll just not listen?
No, I mean, like, if someone posts, like, a really bad vector or something, then, I mean, there's gonna be, like, 1 or 2 people who, like, actually try to help, and then everyone else is just, like, not commenting or doing anything.
That's some insight, man. Some deep Plounge stuff.
Or I'm just, like, I'm not very good at observation things.
No,
your observation skill is level 1.
It's better than 0.
Yeah.
I didn't really have a huge problem.
Level 0? The skills of life?
Level 0? Well, when you're born, surely everything's at level 0.
Not
or
your
before
breathing
you're born.
skill.
Depends if you're born not breathing. Some babies are.
Yeah, good point. Your breathing skill is set at level 5. No way to change that. Even when you're born.
Except if you roll a 0 on the, like, random character power sheet. Then then you might get 0 breathing and you need, like...
Yeah, you'll have to re-roll.
Talking about skill points, has anyone tried playing Fallout New Vegas as a character with 1 intelligence?
I have not played enough Fallout in order to
I
do
do
that.
not have Fallout.
Oh, well, if you do, and you have a character with 1 intelligence, basically all the dialogue options you can choose make no sense. Like,
yeah,
I swear, like, someone could ask you a question about what you want to buy at a weapons shop, and then you reply with ice cream. Like, it is actually possible to play as someone with 1 intelligence, and it sticks to it, and you say nothing intelligent throughout the entire game, apart from once, where one of your nonsensical answers is actually the password to get through a door or something. And without it, you have to go through some kind of really tedious side quest. But if you just happen to be a 1 intelligence character for the fun of it, that quest is really easy, because you can just spout some random babble and get into the secret hideout.
Someone has either made this so it's already done, or it needs to happen. Someone needs to make a Let's Play of that. I don't normally watch Let's Plays and stuff, but since I can't be bothered to going into New Vegas and getting it again, whatnot, just like if someone does that, I will watch it all.
It doesn't seem like it would be much different than a normal playthrough, though.
Well, it will still be a bit more interesting.
It'll be a little bit more interesting, but it's an open world game.
Yeah, and then people will make their own decisions as well. So, I mean, it's like double free choice thing.
That's true. Yeah.
Someone get on that. I don't care. Anyone in this call, or if someone in this call does it, we can of course link it to it when this actually comes out. Or if someone listening can do it, please do, because I would watch the shit out of that.
I'll watch it too.
2
viewers.
I have a really bad channel with 8 people in it, including me. I'll suggest that, I guess, but no one has Fallout, so.
I do not have a
Fallout
YouTube
anyway,
channel.
it's great.
Well, it's a Bethesda game. Of course it's good.
Yeah, Bethesda's games are awesome, except for that one from, like, 1980.
Okay, all recent Bethesda games has been good. You happy now?
Yeah, I guess.
Good, because I want people to be happy. So, anything, mildly interesting?
Well, I mean, something that I forgot.
Oh,
like,
Flash.
are we plugging things yet, or are we... Like...
No, we are not plugging things yet.
Okay.
I will tell you when we plug things.
Okay.
Holy fuck, we're 30 minutes in already.
This
really?
is the best filler content we have ever made, ever.
How time flies.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I am having
right?
so much fun right now.
You can feel the enthusiasm
I'm not.
coming out of your headphones. Okay, so I don't worry.
Unless you're not wearing headphones.
Rainbows from your headphones.
It's going to our speakers. What if they're not wearing headphones? What if they're using speakers like a normal person?
No normal person uses speakers.
Thank you.
I used to.
Then you're not a normal person. Simple as.
I used to be a normal person. Then I got headphones and a computer.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Adam, you were gonna say something. No?
No.
Damn it, it would have been better than nothing.
I was about to plug something, but then you said no, we're not plugging things yet.
No, we're not plugging things yet. But
Okay.
we might start like really soon, because this is way too meta and this is way too filler. So anyone have any last topics they want to bring up? Bring them up now.
I'm sure.
The DLC 2 episode could be out this Saturday. No, wait.
What? No, we are gonna keep everything in, and people are gonna have to cringe through it.
I'm glad I'm not watching this one.
Just like the Spike episode in season 4.
Oh,
yeah.
No, you reminded me of that. I've forgotten about it. I'm gonna be really cringy for the rest of the day now. That was actually difficult to watch. That was actually a children's show that I found difficult to watch. I didn't know that was possible. It was awful. They hit all the wrong notes on that one. That's the one episode I'm never gonna rewatch, because I actually don't think I can. I physically can't watch that again.
Speaking of rewatching episodes, I have a hard time watching through old episodes because I already know what's gonna happen.
I don't.
Season 1?
Yeah, like season 1 and 2, or mainly season 1 now, but I'm probably gonna go through season 2 again. Am I a bad brony, or is it just natural?
I don't think it's the kind of show that matters if you know what's happening. 'Cause it's not like Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad where the twists are half the fun.
No,
because there's no twists.
Yeah, I guess, but there was some good. Maybe I'm biased because I watched like them the first time 3 years ago, but
Maybe.
Still, it's like it feels like when you already know what's gonna happen. Sometimes some episodes is fun to see, like, oh, but of course it's that way because there were all these hints that I missed last time. But once that kind of dies off, and it's probably because I'm marathoning it. But it's like, once that dies off, you're like, yeah, I've already seen this. I know what's gonna happen. Don't do that. Do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose. But it's not... There's some things which are honestly better the second time you watch it around, because they're designed to be watched for a second time, because you can see all the things. Like, but if you see Memento, the film...
I still haven't watched that, actually.
Well,
I heard it was like a backwards movie.
Yeah, it's not like a linear timeline. It jumps from piece to piece. And it's the kind of thing you really do need to watch twice, because that way you can probably understand, like, the actual order that things are happening in. But, oddly enough, I don't think My Little Pony is actually like Memento.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
That's the second piece of wisdom I've given today.
Except maybe, what was the time travel episode called?
It's about time, that one. That still confuses me, actually. Time travel is, like, Doctor Who. You watch Doctor Who, don't you, Theta?
Yeah. I don't know, just maybe my name is entirely based on it.
How did I guess? Yeah, the entire time travel thing, like, the last couple of Matt Smith seasons just escaped me. I have the kind of feeble brain that cannot comprehend time travel in any way possible. I just have no idea what's going on in the story at all, and it's really difficult for me to keep track of, especially when it's kind of every week, so I'll forget what happened the last week. Maybe I should just marathon it and see if it's actually understandable.
I need to watch that show.
Yeah.
You can start with a new series. It's only been 2 episodes so far. No, you haven't missed much.
Yeah, I'll just disregard the other seasons.
Yeah, it's fine. This is the best season of Doctor Who for like 4 years anyway.
I stopped watching Doctor Who over in the Matt Smith era, like halfway through.
I think a lot of people did. I think it turned a lot of people off because it got really childlike, and not the kind of good kind of childlike, like the kind of silly, puerile kind of childlike. But no, they've got an older Doctor now, so everything's fine.
Like, for me, it's not because it's childlike or something, it's just because, like, there are other things I can be watching besides this one show that I've been watching for, like, the past, 3 months now.
Suppose that makes sense. They've sort of wiped the slate clean anyway.
Yeah, because a bit after that I started watching Breaking Bad, and then that's looking good, but that's 7 seasons again, so...
Oh, I do like Breaking Bad.
I don't even know how many seasons it is.
5, I think.
Like a year ago. 5?
5 seasons.
Yeah, that's a lot of episodes.
Yeah,
each one's 40 minutes, and yeah.
It's 10, 12 in each season. That is a lot of watching. And I watched Breaking Bad a while ago, but I didn't really realise how long it was, because it was just so good. Like, it was one of those things where you finish one episode, then you go instantly to watch the next one.
I mean, it's 7 episodes per season, actually. It's really... Yeah, seasons are really short.
Ah, okay.
At least on Netflix it was. I don't know if there's more between them.
Yeah,
Netflix sometimes does that.
I don't think I could have imagined watching Breaking Bad having to wait a week in between episodes, because it was just so tense, especially when it got to the last season.
Yeah.
But, I'll avoid spoilers because I'm sure there's some people who are still going through Breaking Bad even now.
Yeah. But so I learned more chemistry from Breaking Bad than my chemistry class. So.
Well, I don't think your chemistry class taught you how to cook meth. I hope they didn't.
Yeah. Well, no, not yet. It didn't teach me to do anything yet besides, multiply numbers, which is what math does, and, yeah.
Oh well.
Come on, what the heck?
Speaking of waiting for new episodes, I think I know that some Ploungers do watch Red vs. Blue, although I'm not sure how many, so it might be no one listening to this, but the last episode came out the latest episode came out this last Monday, as they always do, and I have been waiting for new episodes ever since season 9, and that was 3 years ago. And
it's still going?
It's still going. They're on season 12, and it's really good.
I thought they stopped at, the first, 2 seasons or something. Or not 2 seasons, but, 2 years. I don't know.
Nope. They're going strong, and it's again, I can't say it enough, it's really good. Even if you haven't played Halo at all. And I think it's even better then, because there's so many things I notice where it's like, oh, that's that. And it's it's basically Halo, and then it's machinima. It's the best machinima ever. And that might sound just, super cheesy, and it might be, but I really do think it's really good. Anyway, it's excruciating waiting for new episodes, because it's I'm just gonna wait another week to see what that cliffhanger, because they do cliffhangers really well, and it's really tense, and I hate it. Damn you, series. Why are you so good?
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm reluctant to watch Firefly, because even though almost all of the internet is constantly telling me how good Firefly is, I don't want to watch it because everyone says afterwards that they suffer from kind of withdrawal syndrome from it because they know there's no more episodes and it was so good.
Mm-hmm. So, it's basically what's gonna happen when MLP ends. Oh god.
Oh god. Don't
put that thought into my brain.
I am the cringe master in this episode.
Yeah. I kind of hope it ends before they just drive it into the ground and it actually becomes really commercialized and it actually becomes obvious that they've just bringing in all these new characters to sell toys. Because I know that's the entire premise of the show, and that's probably why we had 6 new designs and the castle as a sort of playset to go along with it.
Well, I see that as that's basically paying taxes. We have to put up with that because Hasbro still wants to make that sweet, sweet money. But we get this fucking awesome show in return. And okay, sure, the Rainbow Puff, whatevs. It's not great. Equestria Girls, it's, in my opinion, not fantastic. It's not horrible either. But it's just things you gotta put up with because Hasbro wants money and we want a good show.
Here.
Alright, what were we talking about again?
Just what we were talking about. Just go on.
I was about to say something that I
Okay, Breaking Bad, chemistry, multiplying.
Alright, you know what, never mind. No, it's not important if I forgot.
Very well.
Yeah. Alright, continue with the things you're doing.
So, there's been some trailers for Equestria Girls 2 now. Whoa.
I still haven't watched them.
I haven't seen any of them.
Cool.
Yeah.
I saw the first AQD. It's pretty good in my opinion, but people seem to hate it. I don't know why.
Because they had Brad, and all the Twilight fans are up in arms about it.
Because it's different. I mean, people don't like differences.
I never saw the first EQG.
I'd say it's worth watching just to watch it.
Yeah, I guess I could say I've watched it. And I haven't seen any of the trailers for the new one either. I honestly kind of try to avoid things like this because I don't really have that good a perception of it. I know it's kind of unfair for me to say I don't like it when I haven't seen it, but just every feeling it gives off just kind of turns me away from it.
I that's what it did for me too, until a friend said, "Oh, but you should just watch it. Just go in. It's an hour and 20 minutes. It's basically 4 episodes in one. And sure, there are loads of flaws that anyone can point out who watches it. And if you watch it a second time, you can basically rip the movie to shreds. but it's still, even though it does a lot of things wrong, it still has the characters, it still has some of the premise of the show, although I still have a hard time accepting the whole thing, but I'd say it's worth watching just to watch it, because it's part of the franchise.
I'm actually more worried I'll like it, and become a Flashlight shipper or something. That's my biggest fear.
Cause I mean, like, all I see with it, all I see is just like 4 episodes in one, like all doing through one story. I mean, I don't see anything different with it besides just characters are different. They're the same people, just not.
So yeah, I would just go. I'd say that to everyone. Just go watch it to have watched it, so you can say, yeah, I watched it too, and I think it's stupid because, and I think it's good because, you know.
Yeah, because I mean, if you haven't watched it and you're saying it's bad, you can't talk. You haven't seen it.
That's fair. I'll add that to the list of things. I'll add Red vs. Blue and Equestria Goals to the list of things I need to watch to become a well-rounded human being, I guess.
I wouldn't pressure anyone into watching Red vs. Blue, and the first seasons can be hard to get through if you don't like the comedy. But if you like the comedy, it's really good.
I was always a Nintendo gamer when I was young. I never actually, like, the first non-Nintendo console I got was an Xbox 360, so I've played Halo Reach, and I think that's it for the entire franchise. I did miss Halo 3. I don't know why I missed it. I just never played Halo 3.
That's the glory days of the Xbox. Seriously, I'm not kidding. It was the best time to own an Xbox 360 was when Halo 3 was the shit. 'Cause it's not the pinnacle of multiplayer console gaming, but it's damn close.
Is it dead now though? The multiplayer? I can't imagine that many people playing Halo 3 now that there's Halo 4 and Destiny coming up.
But you could probably get into a match if you search for one now. But it would be kind of slow. But yeah, that game is so good. But Halo Reach was still good. The campaign sucks because it clashed with the story of the books, blah blah. I can go on about that, but we're nearing 50 minutes. The books are kind of good until you get to some of them because they're fucking shit. That's for next week probably, or when we have a Halo fan on, so I can nerd out about that. Let's not go into that now, because then we're gonna be here for another hour, and we could be, but I don't know if anyone wants to keep listening to that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap it up now. And now we're gonna get to plug all this shit, and we're gonna start with Theta. Anything you want people to go check out? You know,
I haven't really said much, so really all I've said is about Tabletop Simulator. So I guess that.
And people should check out and get Tabletop Simulator and then play with you.
Yeah, okay, it's fun for more than just one reason. Like social, we can be social. We can play with random people. We can play with friends. All that bullshit.
You can play Eels and Escalators, so you can have that.
Yeah,
best game.
10 out of 10. We could arrange like Plounge game nights with that. You could do that with any game really, but you know.
Yeah,
it's a bit more social with the tabletop thing. Adam, anything?
Yes. I have a channel with 7 other people called Bronyvision. It's really bad, but I'm plugging it anyways.
Okay.
They want to be advertised or something.
It's bad, but I'm plugging it anyways. That's the catchphrase we're gonna use. Awesome.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Let's see, we're playing Minecraft, Fallout, Zelda. Wait, oh, we do have Fallout. Okay. We're playing Zelda, Mega Man's, Battle Block Theater, and Tora Bash. And random music videos. Oh, no.
I don't have Battle Block Theater, but yeah.
That's a good game, too.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's gonna be in an annotation or description. I don't know how Thea does these things. It's gonna be in the
description. Stop saying annotations, because there's not gonna be any annotations.
Why not? Okay, fine, jeez, okay.
Unless you do it. You can do it. You know the password, you know the account name. You can go in and do it at any times, but you're not doing it, so, you know.
Okay, so it'll be in the description.
Thank you.
Screw the annotations then.
Otcachi, anything? You had something to
plug. I did have. I have the Reddit Dota 2 League, which you wanted me to plug.
Yeah,
so,
because I'm interested and I want to know.
Do you want me to type the link, or should I just say it out loud?
No, we will arrange all that stuff afterwards. Now
okay, that's good. I've broken professionalism, I'm sorry.
That is completely fine, because we never had to begin with.
Plug in something else. You were talking about game books before. There's a channel on YouTube called Super Bunny Hop, which is quite nice, and he's done a video about game books recently, and that was quite fun to watch, so I'm going to plug that as well. I'm going to plug the movement to get my name changed officially, so maybe that can get off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd also like to plug the idea of Plounge game nights, because they sound really fun.
Now you just started like 3 movements all at the same time.
I'm a movement maker.
You are a movement maker. You're a revolutionizer. As for myself, anything I want to plug? I think everyone should go and download Hearthstone and get frustrated at that game so they can know my pain. It's free to download. Just type in Hearthstone in Google. You'll find it. It's super easy. Except that, as always, I want to plug the DJ plug room that
you've been plugging every day for the past like 2 weeks now.
No, I just plugged it like last time, and I told Burger to get on it once, and I told you two to get on it.
Well, by week I mean every day, like 14 days, every second.
That's not what I've been doing. Anyway,
join the DJ room. Plug the DJ room.
Not we, but look, I'm actually like kind of a mod there now, so I possess power, and therefore I like it even more. If people want me to like them, give me power. That's all I ask.
That makes sense. Alright.
So I'm gonna link to that subreddit, and then you can find the actual place there. It's great. Everyone should go there and have fun and chat and play music, because there's really good music going around, and we need more people to, play more music and spice it up. And I think that's been us for this very long cast, and I think I'm gonna die from exhaustion now.
Yeah, me too. Alright.
So thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna pass out now.